Fancy seeing you here. Looking for Devis Scottis? Well, search no further, because here he is! Hello everyone, welcome to Devis Scottis, and today we are making a flag. I have made my flag, and Devon, put it on the screen! Thank you. Now, if he hasn't done that, this will be embarrassing. This will be so embarrassing for me. But anyway, Devon has put the flag on the screen. I'm going to talk about it. So we have 4 different sections and 2 different colours being used. So I'll talk about the colours first because truthfully, there's nothing interesting going on there. We have a sort of bluey. Devon will probably be yelling at his screen right now. He's like, "Oh, Scott, it's turquoise." I'm like, I don't know the colours, Devon, but we have like a sort of bluey colour. I'm not colourblind, by the way. I just don't know colours. I don't know terms. So we have that, and we have an orange. The blue was just the default. I was making this in PowerPoint, so it was like, oh, I like this blue. So then I was trying to find a good thing that went with it, and I saw that orange. I don't know if it's a compliment. Devon is probably yelling at his screen for the second time, being like, "No, Scott, you can't call it. No, orange looks terrible next to it." So I have done that, and I thought it looked nice, but then I was like, I need to put something in there. I'm imagining this list as a country flag and more like a pirate flag, but not like a scary pirate. Like, I'm imagining in One Piece they make the Straw Hats flag, and then Chopper's friend, I think it's his like friend, father figure. He has a flag, and it's just what symbolises that group. So this would never really be flying on a pirate ship, but I'm going to be talking about it anyway, as if it's like, yeah, if you want to be serving under this flag, this is what you need. So starting on the right, no, it's my right, so it's your left. Yes. Starting on the left, we have a teddy bear. Now, it's no secret, I love soft toys. I love anything cute and cuddly like that. So I think if you're going to be a part of the team, you have to like teddy bears. So sorry, Devon, you cannot be on my pirate ship unless you want to change your ways and be like, "Oh, I love teddies." But I think they're so cute. I'm like, I want the whole team. I mean, maybe in the ideal world, it's like I'm the human and like all the teddies are like the crew that I have. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. But not cool. It's just, it's not cool at all. But I like teddies. So I'm like, yeah, teddies on the ship. Yeah, we just love it. Maybe that's what the One Piece is. It's a teddy. I'd be searching for the One Piece. I'd go on the Grand Line. I'd be doing all of that if it was a teddy. Then at the top we have apple juice. Now, I love apple juice. I think apple juice is the best drink ever. So I'm imagining after an adventure or after doing something grand, like get some treasure, we would all celebrate, the whole crew, by drinking these massive glasses of apple juice. And I haven't had apple juice in so long, so this would be great. Then on the right, this time, we have a rabbit who has painted a lovely picture. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, I have painted or done all that, but just being creative. I think if you're going to be under this flag, you have to be creative in some way. You have to enjoy painting. You don't have to be good at it, just to enjoy it. You have to like that feeling. You could be a songwriter, you could write, you could make videos, you could do anything like that, anything creative. I want those people on the team. That's what we're here for. We're travelling the world, being creative, being adventurous, because that's what the last one is. Now, I put the Doctor Who thing on there because if you're on the ship, you probably should be a Doctor Who fan. I mean, like, you're talking to the person that is always saying that, "I'm the Doctor." So, I think you have to be a Doctor Who fan, but more so than that, you have to embody Doctor Who. That is important. You have to be running around like you're going on adventures, and everything should be an adventure. You have to be willing to save people, willing to risk yourself, willing to have a bit of fun with it. I think that's important. Now, obviously, as your captain, I would not want to be called captain. I want to be called the Doctor. But I think, yeah, that's the flag. Those are sort of the four crucial things. Again, don't have to be a Doctor Who fan, although it would help. But you have to embody a Doctor Who spirit. You have to love apple juice. You have to love teddies. And you have to be creative. So that's my flag. And how would I end this except by starting to sing the One Piece rap, and then Devon will cut me off at some point. So, yayo, dreaming, don't give it up, Luffy, dreaming, don't give it up, Zolo, dreaming, don't give it up, Nami, dreaming. Here's how the story goes. You find out by the treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt. Pirates turn to be king. I'm the king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. Yayo. His name's Zolo. He's just like a samurai, and an Lady, not me the sly. God, Devon, please have ended it by now. I'm begging you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Devis Scottis. So this is take 2 at recording because I didn't realize that I had my mic, like, I don't know, 5 feet away from me when I recorded the first time. So it sounded real bad, real quiet, and I'm just going to do it again real quick. The video was going to be kind of different the first time because I actually drew it and with people around. But no, I'm not doing that again this time because it's already done, obviously. So yeah, it's Flag Day. Not actually, because Flag Day is like June 14th, 15th, somewhere around there. So we're about a month early, but we're gonna make flags anyways. And you know what? It's not really that kind of Flag Day either. So yeah. So I have a little bit of a history making flags because I play a Fallout fan game called Old World Blues that has a bunch of little factions and nations and stuff like that. And each and every one of them have flags, and even flags that can change to new flags within their normal factions depending on which routes you take. And I've made my own little fan stuff for it, my own little mods, sub mods for that mod. And I want to go through a couple of them here. So I'm a very Enclave kind of guy. So this was a Enclave flag that I made for what's it called? A space version of the Enclave. Because in Fallout 2 they talked about how they wanted to go to space and the vaults were experiments and stuff like that. Or maybe they didn't say it exactly in Fallout 2, but it was at least mentioned by like the developers of the game, but that was the Enclave's plan. So I was like, oh, what if we focus on in that? And this is a branch of the Enclave that's like solely devoted to trying to figure out space travel and how to do it sustainably. So that's the Enclave space flag. I called it the Hermes Enclave, after the Hermes shuttle, like one of them. Because I don't remember if the Hermes was a real one or if it was a Fallout equivalent. Because I know that the Apollo is real, but the Hermes may have been a Fallout equivalent spacecraft where I think I probably did do that. Because I think it was like the Hermes something or another in the Fallout universe instead of the Apollo. So yeah, that's what this one is. This is a Mexico Enclave flag. So for people that don't know the Fallout lore, as the Great War went on between the United States and China, the United States just kind of decided it was going to keep expanding its borders until it was basically the entire like North America continent. So they took over Mexico and annexed them. Same with Canada, and they basically expanded to being that giant area because they needed oil. That's what the whole thing was about. And yeah, they just kind of took over them there. This is a Brotherhood of Steel flag that I made because Novacell was our Brotherhood of Steel guy for a little bit before converting to the Enclave. And this was his Nova Brotherhood, which Novacell Nova. But yeah, I really liked the design of this. And it was supposed to kind of hint that he was going to transition into an Enclave faction because it has the red, white, and blue in there. All colors that have been part of the Brotherhood in the past, blue and white, red and black, like all of that has been Brotherhood, and it's just kind of all here together. Yeah. This was the Infinite Enclave. So the Mexico Enclave, the whole thing about it in the mod was that they traveled to Mexico to get a, what was it called? A supercomputer, like an AI supercomputer that the United States had put into Mexico. It was like one of their most advanced models. Like they haven't been able to reproduce a model since. And their whole thing was that they were going to go there to retrieve it. And part of the mission, this is the quote unquote bad ending where the machine is starting to fail, so it needs human brains to like sustain it and keep it running. And that's kind of a allusion to Fallout Tactics, where like you need the calculator and it's powered by human brains, and you need to use your brain for it. Well, in this one, the leader of the Enclave division who went down there to do it puts his brain in it, and they become the Infinite Enclave because it realizes it's going to just start producing like troops and stuff like that and keep growing, and it is an Enclave leader that'll never die, the Infinite Enclave. It was a fun little idea. And then we should be getting to the point where we're at the flag I made for today. Oh, is it just not going to show? Okay, well, you can see it's there. Don't know why it doesn't want to show that one. And this is the one I made for today. So this one, I'm not really planning on putting it in the game, but, you know, I could. This one is based on a Enclave fan-made character called Colonel John Bragg, and he has his own little division and everything like that. So I was like, so what if we gave him his own little flag as well? Ironically, I realized as I was making it, it's called the Bragg flag, which I think is awesome because it rhymes. And yeah, I tried making the E in the shape of a B, and I was kind of not super happy with how the B looks because I feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Something about it's off, but I didn't really know how to fix it. I made it more of a green color because green is kind of important to the Bragg siblings. Uh, I don't really want to get into it. But yeah, so this was the flag I made for today, and I showed you some of my previous flags. I hope you had fun looking at all the flags. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Happy Flag Day when it gets to Pride Month.